Bench that's capable. It just puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, and it also keeps your guys fresh and engaged, not just fresh physically, but engaged mentally as well.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Golden State will get the first possession. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with John Henson. Then there's Bledsoe, and there's Terry, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Count it, good.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
Henson with the screen. Bledsoe dishes to Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
Henson's one of his greatest attributes is his agility, feasting on every opportunity to roll to the basket after setting the screen.
Cook kicks to Durant. 16 feet away, and the shot falls short this time.
And as he squares up from mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot missing, and Golden State will go the other way with it. To the wing right side, McCaw. No good from outside. Down low, Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
Cook, the pass to Green. He kicks to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Henson. McCaw with the bucket. McCaw has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Puts it up from 12. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And one of the things I love about Chris Middleton is his decision making. You know, he doesn't force shots or passes when he has the ball and just lets the play develop. And that's why coaches trust him so much.
No good on the free throw. And with Middleton in his decision-making, it's true for both his scoring and his passing.
For the amount he facilitates, he has great efficiency. Low turnovers, solid field goal percentage, and his passing gets better every year.
And he sinks the second.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy 2-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Pachulia dishes to Cook. Picked by Pachulia. Cook kicks to Pachulia. Pass to Cook. 6 on the shot clock. And a little luck that time, but it drops. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Bledsoe, to the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On up the court. Here's Durant. Again, Golden State.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. Henson with the screen. Bledsoe outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. And, Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
And, you know, you take a look at the Bucks in this roster now. A few trades, but they have some really nice homegrown talent. Giannis is a legit superstar they were able to draft late in the lottery, and Parker, another building block that they drafted.
And that one's good. Green.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Terry in the corner. Outside for Bledsoe. Just 5 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bledsoe's got 6. And, Clark, think about how this Milwaukee team came about. A lot of role players came in through trades, but the young core is all from the draft.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? Maker and Brogdon, the most recent additions to this team in the draft. Milwaukee rarely makes big free agent signings, and a number of reasons for that, perhaps the market size. And, you know, credit the front office for doing a really good job of making the most of their draft spots to build this team. That takes some real artwork to do that well.
Here's Middleton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Man, I tell you what, Middleton does a nice job using his length inside. You know, when he gets in a good spot, he's a high percentage shooter from there.
Durant dishes to Pachulia. Pachulia sets a screen for Green. Here's McCaw. The putback, rebounded by the Bucks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
He doesn't get the second one. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Cook kicks to McCaw. Green, the screen. They set the screen. Green, the screen. Up off the screen. McCaw. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Two shots.
The first one falls.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
Henson with the screen.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Bledsoe outside. The feed now to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Warriors on D, leading by 5. Bledsoe right side. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Durant against Middleton. Durant kicks to Cook. Here's McCaw. Off target with his 3.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Warriors leading by 5. Durant in the corner. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
And he makes the first. Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. Have never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I've paid my dues and have grown in this profession, and I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. Henson the pass to Middleton, and it's all evened up. Middleton's got 6.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Durant kicks to Cook. Green, the screen. Here's McCaw. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 8.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Henson sets a screen for Bledsoe. And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Bledsoe with it. He has 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Excellent awareness from Antetokounmpo, sensing the chance to impose his will inside and then capitalizing really easily.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the three line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And so here is Golden State. Here is Cook. Back to Iguodala. To the middle. Here's Durant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Durant's got his third basket of the night right there. Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. Misses from close range.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
Middleton against Iguodala. Terry outside. Kicks it to Henson. Henson with the screen. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Durant. Warriors leading by 3. Passes it to Cook. There's a screen. Iguodala the pass to Durant. Here's McCall. 8 points for him. Green the screen. McCall with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Zeller comes in for John Henson. And Jabari Parker subbed in for Chris Middleton. Bucks trail by 5. Now Bledsoe. He's got 6. And it's Parker in the corner. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Shot clock at 4, and Durant sends it back. Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Cook. .110 left in the first quarter of the game. Durant, no good.
very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Terry outside. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Right wing tries a three. Tries again, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Simply can't shake Antetokounmpo. I mean, when he has the ball in a good spot, he's just too hard, too tough for whatever the defense throws at him. Impossible to guard this guy.
Bucks trail by 5. Terry kicks to Zeller. And here's Bledsoe. He's got 6. Now the dish to Terry. Here's Antetokounmpo, the 15-footer. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And Antetokounmpo demonstrating his in-between game, that mid-range game. Looks very self-assured when he gets the ball in that area of the court.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Here is Jennings. We've got Looney, Iguodala out there with Bell, and there's Livingston, and it's Young in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton outside, beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Iguodala wide open, and it's off from 3-point range. Bucks trail by 3. And as Milwaukee continues to invest in the Bucks and this whole franchise, the upcoming stadium just one part of the equation. The team also starting their first year with an exclusive G League team.
Well, and that team is out in Oshkosh, Kevin, and should act as a really good resource for developing young players for the Bucks. I mean, a lot of teams have followed this trend, and the Bucks, they went from plan to action very quickly with that.
Here's Livingston. Young passes to Looney. Iguodala kicks it to Looney. Lets it fly from 18. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I tell you what, somebody's draped all over him, and he's still able to connect.
Parker dishes to Jennings. The screen from Brown. It's Jennings with the drive, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jennings. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Livingston passes to Young. Back to Livingston. And another basket for Golden State.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Bucks trail by 5. Brown outside. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Brown. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by Middleton.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Iguodala. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Parker outside. The pass to Brown. And Zeller kicks to Jennings. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now a 9-point Warrior lead. Middleton outside. Dishes it to Parker. Back to Middleton. It's Brown on the wing. Middleton the pass to Zeller. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Brown. He kicks it to Parker. It's good from long range. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And how about the focus of Parker? I mean, the defense tossing everything his way, and he still knocks it down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
One shot.
That free throw good from Young. And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. And Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
Bucks trail by 6. Jennings kicks to Middleton. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. 14 points for Chris Middleton.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Screen by Young. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Shoots from the baseline. Good. He hits the jump shot. Livingston's got 8 points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Timeout called the Bucks. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And it's Kevin Durant in for Bell. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Brandon Jennings. Brown with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Pick by Zeller. Here's Bledsoe. And the Bucks miss again. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Iguodala, and it comes off the front of the rim.
When he's got that kind of positioning, he's got to score it. Got to score the ball from there.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo, feeds to Brown. And the 3 off target. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And here's Iguodala outside. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound on the night. On the wing, Brown. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Some changes for Golden State. Patrick McCaw comes in for Nick Young, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Milwaukee, Henson comes in for Zeller, and it's Terry in for Brown. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Cook, the pass to Iguodala. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you look at the Bucks and this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the game, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
Bledsoe kicks to Henson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the long Henson is a hard cover for the defense. Aggressive when going up with his shot.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
There's the screen. Green, the screen. Here's McCaw. Shot clock at 5.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Initiates the offense. The term is point forward, but the bottom line, Clark, is that Giannis is the orchestrator when he's on the floor.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The assist numbers grow every year for Giannis. He causes a ton of mismatch problems, and how you guard him on the perimeter is always a quandary for the opposing team.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Durant. Yep, that one goes in there. Durant's got 8 points.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Iguodala outside. And Henson sends it back.
Hey, that reach of Henson, remarkably long, unbelievably long, and that allows him to wipe away shots effectively.
The Bucks have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact. The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe hits them both. Warriors leading by 3. Here is Cook. Pass to Durant. Green with a screen for Durant. Drains it from beyond the arc. And that's now 7 points for Iguodala.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Henson. Here's Snell. 5 on the clock. Henson with the screen. Shoots off the screen, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. There's a good screen. Shot off the screen. Another miss by Iguodala.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Henson with the screen. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Antetokounmpo against Durant. And that's going to be a travel. Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Iguodala. Cook kicks to Green. Stolen by Henson. In the corner, Snell with it. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Snell's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
Cook kicks to McCaw. And there's the feed to Durant. Green against Henson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Andre Iguodala, and that's good. Iguodala's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors. Bledsoe outside. Snell, the pass to Henson. Henson with the screen. Takes the 13-footer. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. Bledsoe's got 10 points.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Durant kicks to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Iguodala no good. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak. Matter of fact, I'd love to just call him the Greek Freak if I could. Is a matchup issue for any defense. I mean, he's a guy who literally and really can play any position on the floor.
That free throw, no good.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season. Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
It's Durant on the wing. 29 seconds left now here in the second. Green dishes to Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And one of the best free throw shooters in the game from that forward spot. Durant goes to the line more now than he did earlier in his career.
It's his first trip to the line.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
First one falls for him.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
Both shots good from the strike.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Bledsoe with it. 10 points for him. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. Terry kicks to Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Durant.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. And I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Welcome, everybody, to the Halftime Show. I'm Ernie Johnson. The guy nodding over here is Kenny the Jet Smith. And the guy that's doing that is Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
As we return to Oracle Arena, we get a glimpse of the commuters on BART, the public transportation system here in the Bay Area. Bay Area Rapid Transit. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Greg, simply spectacular. I mean, the defense just hasn't been able to find an answer for his outside shot.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. And so it's Milwaukee now. A 2-point game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Terry. Antetokounmpo out there with John Henson. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. Green passes to Durant. Kicks it to Cook. Here's McCall, defended by Middleton. Shot off the screen, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Milwaukee has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Henson, a screen on Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Pachulia. McCaw kicks to Durant. Passes it to Pachulia. There's the pick. Back to Durant. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
Two shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. The Warriors shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Cook kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. 6 to shoot. Green kicks to McCaw. Off target from outside. Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%. Bucks passing it around. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo for the lead. The Warriors pull it in. Pachulia's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Durant kicks to Green. He dishes it to Cook. There's the pass to Durant. That shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. On the wing, Jason Terry. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Pachulia with the steal. Green dishes to Durant. Here's McCaw. Terry covering. McCaw kicks to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Middleton. Durant drawing the double team. Here's McCaw. And the Warriors miss again.
And, you know, they don't have it right now. I mean, missing their first 3 shots so far this half, slow start.
Pachulia with the steal. And the wide open shot from Green. Cans the shot from the wing. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now Green defending. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got 9.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Hansen sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Takes the 13-footer. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The former Tar Heel, John Henson, is incredibly efficient on both ends of the court.
The Bucks have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 3. Cook kicks to McCaw. Pachulia the pass to Cook. At the top of the key, Durant. Offline from the top of the key.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Middleton up top. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, Chris Middleton is one of those really efficient guys. Stuffs the stat sheet. He's a smart player with his decision making and very efficient. Does all the little things that coaches like to see in a player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. And with Middleton, the numbers back up his impact beyond points and rebounds. The Bucks were a much better offensive and defensive team, Clark, when he was on the floor.
Yeah, he elevates the play of everybody because he's smart, he's selfless, he's skilled, and the fact that he's gone through some adversity and the way he's come back from that injury last season, it really gave that young Bucks team a lot of confidence.
Cook kicks to Durant. Feeds it to Cook. Good D by Bledsoe.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here is Cook, guarded by Bledsoe. Durant dishes to Green. Good on the shot.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Free throw good, Green.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Now Middleton. He's got 16. The Bucks working the ball around. Shoots.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Here is Cook. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Cook's got his second bucket of the night. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Green has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Two shots.
And that one misses. Second free throw, no good. Warriors leading by 6. And here is Durant. He's got 10. Here is Cook. He kicks to Green. Pass to McCaw. 5 on the clock. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here is Cook. Pass to McCaw. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Brown, he's checked in for the Bucks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Durant.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Got a piece of it. Green passes to Cook. The feed to Durant. Pachulia with the screen on Middleton. Here is Cook, guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Cook missing.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Passes it to McCaw. Shoots over Brown. McCaw with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Tyler Zeller's checked in for John Henson.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you all limbs and arms and size and ball skills. Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
Two shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Warriors leading by 8. Here is Cook. Kicks it to Durant. Green, the screen. In the corner, Iguodala with it. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Cook kicks to Iguodala. Over Middleton. Again, Golden State. Bucks trail by 13. Inside. It's stolen by Green. Here's Durant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Durant's got 14 points.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Warriors leading by 13. Cook kicks to Iguodala. There's the dish to Durant. Green, the screen. Durant attacking. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Pick by Zeller. Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here is Cook. High arcing shot.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Golden State's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Green against Zeller. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Free throw drops for Green. Bell, he's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Patrick McCall. The Bucks also changing it up. Marker's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. He hits both from the stripe.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Jennings dishes to Antetokounmpo. 1:25 left to play here in the third. That one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And, you know, we continue to see Antetokounmpo shoulder more of the load, a remarkable offensive player.
Cook, the pass to Livingston. He dishes it to Green. Now here's Livingston. Antetokounmpo defending. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And Zeller kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Green. Over Zeller. And there's Green on the assist from Cook. 16 points for Draymond Green.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Iguodala, no good. Bucks trail by 13. Jennings in the corner. The screen from Brown. Jennings dishes to Brown. Left side, Antetokounmpo, over Bell, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody's been really solid, and that's great. Now let's take it a step a little bit higher, a little further defensively in particular.
Encouragement from Steve Kerr, but then the prod there you saw guys at the end knows his guys have a little bit more to give.
Yeah, there's a balance. On D, they have to take away the airspace, but also resist the temptation to over-contest. Don't want to open up lanes and commit fouls.
Chicken wing. That way.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Iguodala at small forward with Durant playing the 4. Young is out there with Livingston, and it's Looney in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Snell, the pass to Parker. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside Jennings. Clock at 6. The teardrop falls in. Jennings has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Milwaukee. Livingston kicks to Durant. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. There's the pick. Makes it off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 13.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Outside Jennings. Brown with a screen on Young. Here's Jennings. Doesn't go that time. Durant with some nice D. And Young kicks to Livingston. Dishes it to Iguodala. Now here's Livingston. Durant, the pass to Looney. Bucket is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Jennings kicks to Parker. Zeller setting the pick for Parker. Taken away. Young outside. To the paint, Livingston. Zeller grabs the board. Bucks trail by 15. Outside Jennings. Parker outside. He feeds it to Zeller. That's tipped. To the inside. Here's Iguodala. They get it back. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Snell dishes to Zeller. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. So he comes up empty at the line. Warriors leading by 15. And here's Young from the arc. Jennings with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Feeds it to Zeller. It's back to Jennings. Parker outside. To end the drought. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, I tell you what, he is a deceptive athlete. When you look at Jabari Parker, he does a lot of things easily from an athletic standpoint. He's stronger than he looks, has much bounce and agility. Man, I love this guy's upside. Just hope he can stay healthy.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Parker, it seems that everything he does on the floor is slightly deceptive. Moves smoothly, Clark, but covers a ton of ground with his steps.
Yeah, despite his size, he's got a gracefulness that belies his size. He's smooth and effortless in all that he does. A lot of players matched up on him just get overwhelmed by his explosiveness, and his skill set is right on par with his athleticism. That's a dangerous combo.
And glad to see Jabari Parker out on the floor after recovering from yet another torn ACL. Clark, always hard to go through that injury. Never mind twice in your first 3 seasons in the NBA. But you know, Parker's a fighter through and through.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Not an easy situation, and really disheartening for all of us who appreciate his talent and skill level. He's an outstanding young man and player, and he's vowed to come back stronger than ever before. And his attitude, a positive approach to difficult adversity, I think, has set him up to have a chance to do just what he vowed to do.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Livingston passes to Durant. Iguodala kicks to Durant. Over Parker, and that one's good. Durant.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Bledsoe.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Livingston with it. He's against Zeller. Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked by Zeller. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Snell. Back to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 11. Green, the pass to Livingston. They set the pick. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Green, the screen. Over Zeller, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 13.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Zeller, a screen on Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. 23 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Zeller against Green. There's the feed to Livingston. The rebound by the Bucks.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Terry kicks to Bledsoe. Passes it to Zeller. They set the screen. The wide open look here for Terry. Misses the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Livingston. The shot comes out. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Bledsoe dishes to Zeller. He kicks it to Terry. Zeller, a screen on Green. And it's Terry off the drive. Zeller, a screen on Green. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Snell from outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young against Terry. And Young kicks to Durant. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Patrick McCaw comes in for Young, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. There's a good screen. Green, the screen, and stolen by Zeller. Now Bledsoe on the wing, Terry. Back to Bledsoe. Picked by Zeller. 5 to shoot. Left side, Terry. A 3 ball. The rebound by Cook.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
Middleton dishes to Bledsoe. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Zeller setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Here is Cook, guarded by Bledsoe. Green, the screen, and Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a prime-time threat to pound one down. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Bledsoe passes to Henson, and that one is good. And here are the Warriors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Durant kicks to Iguodala. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Draymond Green.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Bledsoe dishes to Terry. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. He might as well sit back and enjoy this one. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that's off the glass and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
Even when there's defense present. I mean, Antetokounmpo is just a beast. Simply stated, that's what he is. I mean, out-muscles opponents, outsizes opponents, and oftentimes outthinks opponents, too.
Pachulia kicks to McCaw. The turnaround. That doesn't go either for Durant. Bucks trail by 11. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo, and that's going to be a travel.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Cook, guarded by Bledsoe. Cook kicks to McCaw. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Durant. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half. Terry setting the pick for Bledsoe. Terry kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Iguodala. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Draymond Green.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Henson with the screen. Here's Bledsoe. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Here is Cook, guarded by Bledsoe. Pachulia with the screen on Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant dishes to Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Young sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Yeah, I like that lean back release. Hard for any defender to get to Young's jumper.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.